She was only 29 years old when she lost her life in one of the most dangerous cave systems on Earth. Agnes Milowaka's story is not just about tragedy, it's about courage, passion, and the relentless pursuit of discovery. Agnes was born on December 23, 1981, in Częstochowa, Poland. Her family later moved to Melbourne, Australia, where she grew up surrounded by opportunity and challenge. From the beginning, she was different, bright, driven, and endlessly curious. In school, she became a house captain, a champion rower, and a natural leader. She carried an energy that pulled others along with her. And even as a teenager, people could see that she would go far. But her greatest love wasn't found in classrooms or sports fields. It was underwater. Agnes discovered diving as a young woman and quickly realized she felt more at home beneath the surface than above it. The silence, the mystery, the weightlessness, it drew her in completely. She didn't just want to dive. She wanted to explore, to push deeper into the places no one else had seen. Her passion was matched with relentless hard work. She studied history, business, and even maritime archaeology, determined to understand the past and the oceans that guarded it. In 2007, she went to Florida on an internship with an archaeology program. There, she encountered something that would change her life forever: cave diving. Unlike open water diving, caves are claustrophobic, unforgiving, and dangerous. The walls close in, light disappears, and one wrong move can end in disaster. But for Agnes, caves were irresistible. They were hidden worlds, secret labyrinths beneath the earth. She once described them as magical places, full of beauty but also danger, a balance she accepted with clear eyes. Her rise was swift. By 2009, Agnes had already broken records. She pushed the boundaries of Australia's Elk River system with fellow diver James Arundel, extending it more than a kilometer. Near Cocklebiddy, she completed the longest cave dive ever performed by an Australian woman. She connected underwater cave systems in Florida, laying kilometers of new line. These weren't just records. They were milestones in human exploration achieved by a young woman who refused to slow down. Agnes also brought the world along on her adventures. She worked as a stunt diver on James Cameron's movie Sanctum, a film about the very dangers she faced daily. She appeared in documentaries, gave interviews, and inspired a new generation of divers to embrace both caution and courage. For many, she became proof that exploration wasn't reserved for the reckless, but for the passionate. But cave diving always carried risks, and Agnes knew it. She once said, "Anyone at any point can pass away, so you have to live your life as if tomorrow could be your last day." She didn't hide from danger, she respected it. And then came Tank Cave. Located near Mount Gambier in South Australia, Tank Cave is one of the most intricate underwater cave systems in the world. Divers call it a spider web of passages, tight restrictions, fragile walls, and ceilings that collapse into clouds of silt at the slightest touch. In those moments, visibility drops to zero, and even the most experienced divers can become hopelessly lost. For Agnes, Tank Cave was both a jewel and a challenge. On February 27, 2011, she entered it one final time. The dive began as so many had before, controlled, methodical, precise. She and her buddy moved together until they reached a restriction too narrow for two divers. Following standard practice, Agnes went ahead alone. Inside, the cave betrayed her. The passage crumbled, silt filled the water, and the path behind her vanished in a cloud of blackness. No light, no reference point, no way back. With her air supply running low, she searched for the line, but in the maze of Tank Cave, even the most skilled diver could lose everything in seconds. She never made it out. Agnes's body was later found 600 meters inside, under 20 meters of water. She was just 29 years old. Her death sent shockwaves through the diving community, and the cave was closed to visitors, a silent tribute to the risks she had always known. But her story didn't end there. Her friends and fellow explorers ensured her legacy lived on. Scholarships were created in her name to support young scientists and explorers. Cave passages were named after her. Ag's Dreamtime Passage, Milowka Canal, eternal reminders of her fearless spirit. She was honored with posthumous awards for exploration, proof that her short life had left an outsized mark on the world. Agnes Milowaka's life was not defined by the way it ended, but the way she lived. She chased knowledge, shared her passion, and showed that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it. And perhaps that is her final gift to us. A reminder that life is fragile, that tomorrow is never promised, and that the true measure of a life is not its length, but its depth.